Good evening, everyone. It is my immense pleasure to extend a very warm welcome to all our esteemed dignitaries, faculty members, prospective students, parents, and participants who have joined us for the MRCM admission, open house admission guidance, and interactive session. Today's session is an opportunity for prospective student to understand the program, the university, the student of maritime management, career opportunities, and overall in this MBA journey, MBA Maritime and Regulations Compliance Management MRCM. To formally begin today's program, we are honored to invite CS Dr. Juhi Kohli, Joint Secretary Academics, Institute of Company Secretaries of India. Ma'am, we request you to kindly address the gathering and set the context for today's admission open house. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Simran. Good evening, everyone. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to this open house on shaping the future of maritime in the digital age, organized for the students of ICSI in association with Gujarat Maritime University. Today's session will provide valuable insights of the MBA in Maritime Regulations and Compliance Management, a program designed especially to develop professional expertise in maritime regulations, compliance, governance, and the evolving global maritime industry. I extend a warm welcome to the representatives of ICSI, Gujarat Maritime University, the faculty members, and most importantly, all the students who have joined us today. I'm sure this interaction will help you understand the program, its career opportunities, and its relevance in the present maritime environment. We are pleased to have with us Secretary, the ICSI, CS Ashish Mohanji, whose presence adds great value to this program. Sir has kindly agreed to share his thoughts and vision with the students. Before inviting him to address us, I would like to briefly introduce him. He is a fellow member of the Institute of Company Secretaries of India, a qualified insolvency professional, and an LLM in maritime law. With over 2 decades of experience in corporate laws and corporate restructuring, diligence, SEBI laws, insolvency laws, etc., Sir has served in the capacity of company secretary, compliance officer, and legal head in reputed listed and other companies, after which he moved to the practicing side of the profession. He has practiced as a corporate lawyer and insolvency professional and regularly appeared before various benches of NCLT and NCLAT, etc. Sir, I would now request you to kindly address the students and enlighten them with your valuable insights. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Juhi. First of all, thank you for inviting me to this open house, and I also extend my greetings to Dr. Abhay Singh, Director, Gujarat Maritime University, Dr. Dharmesh, Director, Gujarat Maritime University, and Dr. Chirag Patel, Registrar, Gujarat Maritime University. Indeed, and all the students who are attending this and parents, welcome you all to this open house. Indeed, for me also. I'm really happy for addressing all of you in this open house. In fact, the company secretaries are responsible for ensuring that the entire corporate governance framework of this country is properly taken care, and the students of the ICSI who are going to be members of this institution are going to carry this responsibility forward with the kind of economic growth which is happening in this country. When we speak about the economic growth as such, when we speak about the trade and commerce, the 90% of the global trade today happens through the maritime route. That's the international connectivity which we have seen. And so that is where I'm really happy that the Gujarat Maritime University, such a great renowned institution, was kind enough to enter into an MOU with us, and we could curate rather a course for the students of ICSI, so that we could bridge some gap with regard to the requirement of some good professionals in the maritime sector also. And we have been running this course for the last 2 years, and still we feel that there is a great gap in the demand and supply with regard to the maritime professionals who are required to address the requirement in the sector. When we speak about maritime law, it is quite interesting that there are a lot of things attached to it, with from say, simple terms like admiralty, jurisdiction, which we see over the years, which was managed by the Colonial Courts of Admiralty Act of 1890, and the India Act, especially of 1891, which further we see over the years, which finally settled in the Admiralty Act of 2017. So we see the government's what do you say, the government's initiative with regard to taking this area very seriously and coming out with the Exclusive Maritime Act of 2017, and where the jurisdiction of the high courts, the then high courts, basically the Bombay, Madras, and Kolkata high courts, which had jurisdiction. Now we see that 8 coastal states have got the jurisdiction in the new act, which though had originally been transferred to them by different legislations also over the years, but now the act has made it quite clear. India is also a signatory to the United Nations Convention of the Law of the Seas, and we are signatory to the 1982 Convention. And we also have the Merchant Shipping Act of 1958, which was amended time to time again. And when you go through that act, especially with regard to the shares of the ship, the registration of the ship, etc., you see a lot of similarities with the Companies Act, which is the most important act which the company secretaries often deal with. And you also have a process of mortgage and charge creation of the ships, which is also quite similar with the charge creation and mortgages, which is happening in the Companies Act with the registrar of companies. Here, the authority is different, and if you often see the major shares are normally held by the ownership is held by the so-called joint stock companies, or the limited companies are the major owners of these shipping vessels also. So there's a lot of connection with the corporate sector to the shipping industry, to the maritime sector, and India having such a huge sea coast, maritime law or maritime industry is going to flourish further also. Recently, we have seen that very recently we have seen that the first transshipment terminal in India, that is in the Vizhinjam port in near to Trivandrum, has been opened, and I think, if I'm not wrong, around 100 motherships have docked in that port, and this is a new beginning for India. Earlier, we have seen the ships, the motherships used to come to Colombo port or Singapore, and then the goods were transported back to India. So maybe this shift, because Vizhinjam port has the natural depth from long, it was known since long, but somehow that project could not get completed. But now, since the project has started, and I hope that this will be a new beginning, and we are also, I have read the newspapers that we are also having plans for setting up new such transshipment portals somewhere in Maharashtra, and one project may be coming in Great Andaman and Nicobar Islands also. I'm not sure. That's something, some news reports are there. But having said that, so these are the new emerging opportunities which are coming in trade and commerce as far as the maritime industry is concerned. As I said earlier, 90% of the business happens to the maritime trade. And when businesses is happening, naturally the role of company secretaries come into picture. Yeah, today we are seeing in the corporate sector also, every day we see 3 or 4 or 5 listing happening in the stock exchanges, and everywhere you see company secretaries are required. But this particular segment of because I feel that maritime law is very much connected to the uh, corporate laws which we are dealing day in, day out, and company secretary students could be well placed if they can take this course simultaneously, and that is why this course have been curated in that manner. And I'm really thankful to the GMU with that we have been able to do this. This particular uh, initiative would open up lot of
अपनी कोई बात पूछ के देखो, अपनी कोई बात पूछ के देखो, सही बोलता है कि
this,
नहीं, जो हो चुकी है वो बात पूछ के देखो।
this particular
वो पूछना
initiative would
पेपर दिए
definitely
ना उसमें, मेरे इसमें कहाँ है? ये तो सही ला।
Sir, please unmute.
sorry sorry, was I audible till now?
Sir, just for a few seconds you were not audible.
Okay, because that some sound were coming between, that's why.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So this particular initiative, I was just mentioning that I'm really happy that we could enter this project with GMU and considering the future of the students. So this particular initiative would definitely open up areas in shipping laws, in regulation and risk management, the compliances, the port regulations, the maritime dispute resolution. Because if you see today, what do you say? And in fact, other areas like shipping finance, maritime infrastructure, and considering the growth in India, this really opens up new areas for us. Even dispute resolution in India, like ADR and other segments coming in, definitely there is a requirement of professionals to have knowledge in various areas to address these requirements. So I'm really hopeful that many of the students would take up this course and will have a great career as a company secretary as well as in the maritime areas also. Recently, dear students, if you have seen just a very recent example, the war between US and Iran war, which took place and which almost choked the Strait of Hormuz, right? You might have seen the kind of impact it created immediately. The gas prices, the oil prices, and had it continued, I'm sure by some months it would have been difficult to buy grocery at the prices which it is available right now. Everywhere the prices would have already, it has impacted, but had that war continued, had that strait been choked much for a larger time, much more would have been the ill effects. So this is the kind of these are the kind of situations which emerge in the international arena when these type of situation happen. That is happening because of the maritime's roots are chopped. So that is the importance of the maritime industry as such. So I'm sure that if the students take this course seriously along with their normal curriculum for company secretaryship, at, at least few of them would definitely who would be able to complete this MBA in maritime regulations and compliance management would definitely have great opportunities in the years to come, and definitely this will help them in their career to grow better as a company secretary, better as a compliance professional in many of these areas. So I wish all the students a great future ahead, a great career ahead, and I'm thankful to the Gujarat Maritime University and especially to Dr. Abhay Singh, Dr. Dharmesh, and Dr. Chirag for having invited me to this open house. I thank you, and Juhi, you can take it from here now. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your inspiring address and encouraging words for the students. Now I would hand it over to Simran. Miss Simran, you can please take it forward.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir, for your valuable, inspiring address. Your insights have certainly provided us and our participants also with a better understanding and the opportunities and relevance of this program. We now come to an important part of today's session, understanding the university and the MRCM program in greater detail. To take us through the overview of Gujarat Maritime University and MBA in Maritime Regulations and Compliance Management program, I am pleased to invite Dr. Abhay Singh Thakur, Director, School of Maritime Law, Policy and Administration, member of the Board of Management and Center Head, Center of Maritime Environment Law, With over a decade of academic and industry experience, his expertise includes shipping laws, regulations, maritime environment law, shipping contracts, and international carriage law. He has presented his research work at several prestigious national and international conferences, such as Turkey, Netherlands, Malaysia, and other forums also. Sir, we request you to kindly take us through the academic environment in the university and the MRCM program. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, Simran. So for the program, I think Dharmesh sir will be looking into the course structure. Over here, I will give you an overview of the university and what all the nuances that you can look forward to when we bring you here, and what all opportunities probably can come your way. So this is this the Gujarat Maritime University is primarily an initiative of our Honorable Prime Minister. When he was the Chief Minister of the state of Gujarat, he envisaged that we must have educational institution here in Gujarat which cater to the maritime sector and who provides experts in legal and commercial areas especially. So that was the idea, that was the conceptualization behind it. So this was laid down by Gujarat Maritime Board, and it is a venture of Government of Gujarat through Maritime Board, with Gujarat Maritime Board, which is the biggest maritime board in the country, handling the biggest ports in the country, which is, bigger than many major ports. Mundra Port has much more traffic than any other port in the country, and along also the biggest ship recycling yard, the third biggest ship recycling yard in the world. So Gujarat Maritime Board handles a great deal of maritime contribution to India and to the globe. So this university is actually a outset of Gujarat Maritime Board, and it was laid down based on the Prime Minister's vision of investing more and providing more opportunities in maritime sector. So we do have, as earlier the secretary sir has already pointed out, that there have been huge investments being rendered up in the maritime domain. Particularly the budget, if you go through the earlier budget this year and the previous year budgets also. In the previous year budget, 25,000 crores of funds was constituted as maritime fund, as maritime development fund. So that development fund has largely been invested in port infrastructure. So there have been overhaul of complete changeover of the port infrastructure, which has brought a lot of opportunities and lot of employabilities in the country. So it is expanding like anything, and not more and more women are encouraged to participate. Maritime sector has this kind of old problem that women representation was comparatively less, but that also have been not the case anymore. You have a lot of women entering into this sector, particularly the particularly the commercial and economical side. So as sir pointed out, 90%, actually 80 to 90% of international trade occurs through shipping, but it is even more critical for India, as 95% of India's international trade occur through shipping in volume, and in value it's actually 70%. So much more, compared to the world, India is much more maritime dependent. But we don't understand, we don't see that every day, because we don't see containers every day. We don't realize that every single product that we are using, even the clothes that we are wearing, have probably seen more countries than we have, because they were in one part of the world as a raw material, and they were then shipped at another part of the world for manufacturing, then another part for distributing, and for another part for selling. So there have been multiple stakeholders which have been involved, multiple companies which have been involved, and multiple uh, 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 customs enforcement agencies which are involved, and multiple and plethora of legislatures which are involved. So it is a very diverse sector, a very complex sector, and is kind of a sector which became and remained the lifeline of the entire globe, even when COVID was prominent. Now, this why we are looking into commercial education and why CS education is crucial, becomes crucial. This because we conducted study before we established the university. We conducted a kind of a demand supply chain study, where through this study we analyzed that the number of technical people on the ground is much more than the demand. So for technical programs, for nautical engineering, marine sciences, the demand is less as compared to the supply. The supply is much more. But when we talk about the commercial integrities, the people who will vet the contracts, people who will fix the freight rate, people who will negotiate the charter party, so there is a very little number of people who have the capability to do that and who have the technical or financial and legal understanding to do that. And that is where this university was founded and established to shorten that gap, to bridge that gap. So that was the purpose. And under the Sagarmala initiative, under the Bharatmala initiative, and under the Viksit Bharat initiative, Gujarat Maritime University has been taken up as a pioneer to bridge the gap and to make the maritime sector stronger. So we were founded, the law school was founded in 2019, and the management school then thereafter came in 2020. And there have been plethora of activities which have gone. So in terms, we are right now situated inside of the Gujarat National Law University campus, and we will be very soon moving to another facility, a campus which is some 10 kilometers away. So there will be an expansion in future, but right now we have the School of Law and Maritime Management. And because we have these two critical schools, School of Maritime Law and School of Maritime Management, we introduced this program along with the support of ICSI on maritime compliance and regulations, compliance management and regulations. So that particular program is designed to take up very technical elements of commercial shipping laws and management. So we do have, in addition to the MOU with the ICSI, we also have MOUs with a lot of other universities. We also have association with DG Shipping. We just did a conference with DG Shipping just 2 days back. We did a very major training program of all the Admiralty Court judges, as Sir was speaking about the Admiralty Act, which changed after 2018, and you have the new law. So just a week back, we did a very major training for all the honorable High Court judges having the Admiralty jurisdiction. So we had some more than 30 High Court judges here at the university, and they were trained in maritime law and the integrities associated with maritime law, making it a very complex and very upcoming area in this sector where even judges need a lot of training. So we do a lot of hands-on learning. I think just today our students have gone to one of the container depot. So we do frequent industry visits. There will be port visits. There will be sightseeings. There will be visit to the onboard of the vessel. You'll be taken. And different types of port. It can be a drive dock. We can even take you to Alang. We have taken students there. So there will be frequent port visits, which you will have in addition to the learning which you'll have in the class. There will be practical education as well, which will be rendered to you. In addition, there will be a lot of industry engagements, a lot of stakeholders, roundtables, conferences that will follow through, a lot of competitions as well, where the students can step up and hone up their skills in whether it is contract drafting, whether it is vetting, whether it is negotiating or mediation or arbitration. The opportunities will be endless. We have a good campus here at the university. We have library because we are inside of Gujarat National Law University right now. We are free to access all the facilities of the Gujarat National Law University, which is well established, and the state-of-the-art library, state-of-the-art museum. So you'll have a fun time here. If you join, you'll have access to everything. So there have been certain accolades that we have received. These are certain accolades. I will not bore you with these, but I will just tell you about the areas which are crucial and which will be dealt with in the program. So just 1 second. I thought I'll have it in this slide, but it's not there in this one. Yeah, here. Yeah. So maritime. When we talk about maritime law and compliance management, the areas are it's not just one area or two area. There are a lot of number of areas which you need to understand. There is the law of the sea. There is admiralty law, which leads to maritime law, lien and mortgage. There is contract, maritime insurance. There is the issue of maritime labor laws. Marine environmental law is not an environmental law, so to say. It's more of a commercial law. And you have the dispute resolution. So in all these sectors, there are a lot of opportunities where CS can contribute. You can do audits, whether it is there will be a lot of documentation audits, because again, a vessel will have to comply with all the certifications. It must have all the certifications. Like a car, you'll have to have a registry, you'll have to have insurance, you'll have to have pollution, and there will be a much wider documentation which is required. So CS perform audits for that. Ship leasing have been started by Gift City, so there also there is a lot of requirements of CS officials in the Gift City. There are actually a lot of CS friends of ours who are working in Gift City, and also in GPIDCL, the Gujarat Port Development Limited. Also in GMB, there are a lot of CS officials which are working there. So the opportunities in multiple domain are a lot. Anyways, so this is all I wanted to share with you in this presentation. I'll end it here. I hope I have not taken a lot of time. So I'll hand it over to you, Simran. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for that comprehensive overview and giving the prospective students a clearer picture about Gujarat Maritime University. Thank you, sir. We now move ahead to understand the academic ecosystem in which the program is offered. It is my pleasure to invite Dr. Dharmesh S. Rawal, Director, School of Maritime Management, Gujarat Maritime University. With over of 25 years of academic research and industry experience, Sir serves as a member of the Board of Management, Academic Council, and Finance Committee at GMU, and has published extensively in national and international journals in areas including finance, entrepreneurship, blue economy. He has contributed to several international academic and industry projects, including a EU-funded Erasmus Plus Innotel project. Sir has collaborated with the universities across Europe and Asia. We request Sir you to give us the insights and give all the students the insights about the School of Maritime Management and the academic environment. Over to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Simran. I hope I'm audible.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you so much. So, thank you, Dr. Abhay Singh, for giving very important information about the university and the MBA program that we are currently talking about, that is Maritime Regulations and Compliance Management, is offered by a School of Maritime Management at Gujarat Maritime University. So we also offer our flagship program of Maritime Management, which is a 2 years full-time program, and this program that we are referring to is also a 2 years full-time program. And when I refer to full-time program, I mean that it's like 2 years very extensive program, which includes summer internships, which includes master thesis. So there is a focus on industry internships, research work as well as, and the program is divided into 4 semesters. I think by now all of you have already realized that the main attraction for students to pursue this program is that there are a lot of courses which overlaps with your the CS program, and that's also a great advantage to you, because studying a few courses will help not only for you to get clear your CS examinations, but that will also help you to clear some of the examinations of your MBA. So that's the basic, that's the foundation, and that's a great advantage that all of you have. Now, talking about maritime sector, I think let me just give an example of a news item that I'm sure you might have gone through, that just yesterday we got a news that there was a Panama flagged ship which sank near Odisha coast. Now, this is a news that normally would not be of much attention to the general readers, but as a student of Maritime University, this will be very interesting for you to understand that what if a cargo ship sinks. So it has a great consequences. Whether you take it from the international trade perspective, whether you take it from the perspective of obviously insurance and risk management. It has a great perspective, very important perspective from environment perspective, that how would it impact the environment. And because it was a vessel which was a Panama flagged vessel and which was moving the cargo between India and China, it also has a lot of geopolitical context. So if you are very much fascinated by international trade, I think maritime programs would be a great career opportunity for all of you. So our program has been we are offering MBA programs, and there are apart from the courses that you study in your CS program, there are quite a many courses that you will study, and a lot of these courses have been designed with the help of Copenhagen Business School. We have a collaboration with Copenhagen Business School Denmark, and Copenhagen Business School offers the world famous Blue MBA, and we have got a lot of support from them when we initially designed our programs, and the benefit of that is also received by our students as of now today as well. We also our program has got a lot of technical and academic inputs from our provost, Professor Dr. S. Shantakumar, who has a very huge experience and expertise in the legal education and the maritime education. So our programs have been got a lot of insights from senior academicians like Professor Dr. S. Shantakumar. Also, our program has got a lot of technical inputs from Professor G. Raghuram, who is a former director at IIM Bangalore, and he is a professor emeritus at School of Maritime Management, and he teaches a few courses. Apart from that, he guides our students, for various courses and for various research initiatives. So initially, when I was listening to the address of CS Ashish Mohan sir, he mentioned about the importance of shipping and transshipment and the risk management. And so you will be studying courses around that. We have courses which are around maritime infrastructure and public-private partnership, and this is something very important, that how India has shifted, from government taking care of the development of ports to the privatization, and how public-private partnerships have, really impacted. So there are quite a few things. Shipping finance is something very important. So apart from the maritime infrastructure, how can we, make India a great ship owning country is also a big, challenge. And going forward, when all of you will be building your careers, I think these are the areas of quite an importance: the marine insurance, shipping finance, maritime infrastructure. And so I think you will all get a great advantage of studying these courses. If I want to take you through the courses, I'm not sure. Simran, do you have those slides, or do you want me to share the slides? Okay, yeah, thank you. So as I mentioned earlier, that we have this maritime regulations and compliance management, a 2 years program, which includes 4 semesters. So you can see the screen, and it shows you the courses that we have in semester 1, starting jurisprudence, interpretation and general laws, company law and practice, setting up of business, industrial and labor laws, corporate accounting and financial management, law of the sea, maritime human resource management. So these are the courses that we have. All of them are 4 credit course, which makes total credit of 24 courses, 24 credits in the first semester. In the second semester, the courses are capital market and security laws, economic, commercial, and intellectual property laws, tax laws and practice, shipping laws, regulations, and risk management, IMO compliances and port regulations, seafarers' right and responsibilities. So you can observe here there is a very interesting and very meaningful mix of the courses that you study in your CS program and the courses which are relevant to a company secretary, his career, and which are very much related to the maritime sector and maritime law. Going forward in semester 3, we have courses like environmental, social, and governance principles, ESG and practice, drafting pleadings and appearances, compliance management, audit and due diligence, CSR and social governance, maritime infrastructure and public-private partnership, summer internship project. Summer internship is a student has to undergo a 2-month summer internship, after completion of first year. So, those who have some experience as well as those who don't have any work experience, they will get an opportunity to work with a company or work with a similar organization and get first-hand experience of the sector, and then he or she will have a lot of opportunity to compare the learnings that he had in the first year, and we have observed that the students have got a lot of confidence and understanding once they do their summer internship. So first year of study is very important because that gives you a foundation of the management as well as the maritime sector, and then you go for internship. So that means you have a opportunity to compare the practice with the theory, and then coming forward, these are the courses in semester 3. And in the last semester we have courses like strategic management and corporate finance, corporate restructuring, valuation, insolvency and bankruptcy law and practice, maritime dispute resolution, shipping finance, and the master's thesis or dissertation, which is basically research project that students will get an opportunity to do a in-depth research in the area, in a specific niche area of their interest. So this will also give you an opportunity to showcase your understanding and your abilities to your recruiters, and all these courses combined with internship and your research will give you an amazing edge over other people. And so I believe that this will be a very defining time in your career, and you can certainly make a mark in career based on this program. So obviously it all depends upon your application and how well, how seriously, how with what intensity you take up things. So with this, I'm afraid I cannot go on speaking. Otherwise, I can take hours and hours describing what maritime sector and maritime management is. So as of now, I think this is it from my side. So Simran, over to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for providing such a valuable insights into the School of Maritime Management. One of the most important part of the every prospective student about is placements. To address this important aspect, we are pleased to invite Dr. Chirag Patel, sir, Registrar Gujarat Maritime University, to speak about placements and career opportunities. Dr. Chirag Patel is a registrar and founding faculty member of School of Maritime Management, Gujarat Maritime University, with over 15 years of experience in maritime industry, organizational behavior, human resource and management, digital technology, shipping companies. He has also contributed in many government projects in district human development reports. Sir, we request you to kindly take us through the career prospects, placement opportunities, and professional avenues. Over to you, sir.
Uh, Thank you very much, Simran. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
You can remove this slide. Yes, you can keep this. That would be okay. Yes, actually, related to the placements and internship, as specific, if you are talking for this program itself, that is MBA in MRCM, that is Maritime Regulation and Compliance Management. As we started it in the previous year, the current batch of MRCM has been into its third semester. Next year the students will be getting placed, but let me assure you, or seeing to the previous year placements which has been happening, and the kind of interaction that I had with lots of companies as a placement coordinator, at least I can assure you that the companies requires in this industry, or the especially especially the maritime sector, would require a blend of students who is exposed to, or who is having the basic skill set of compliance, legal side, and management side. And this is what this course is all about. Because if you talk of one of the basic example, uh, the CMS EGM, which is a very very renowned organization, uh, uh, when we had an interaction with the executives of CMS EGM, they had mentioned us that yes, we would require such kind of a blend of students. Plus, simultaneously, when a multinational company like Cargill, when they had come down here, basically the requirement completely, the job description which they had shared for the previous for the 2020 2026 passing out batch, when they came down here for taking the interviews for the students, and when we had the interaction with them, they said that we would require the students who are basically something who know something on the compliance side, and who are good on managing the stuff also. When we said as of now that we would be having the LLM students, but maybe next year you can come down when our students would be ready for the final placements, they immediately said yes, we would be coming down and we would like to recruit the students of your MRCM batch. And when I showcased them with the whole syllabus which we have been teaching, they outrightly said that yes, this is a very wonderful program, and such kind of students who is having the knowledge of these things, of course we would be ready to have the placements for that batch. Usually it has been seen that Cargill has been helping GMU in the internships and the placements of MBA students. But previous year they had taken one legal side, and they have also and we as a university are expecting that Cargill would come down for the final placements of our MRCM batch. Simultaneously, other example also has been that, wherein one of the company has been just recently listed with NSC and BSC, which is basically a marine logistic company. And when they came down here, they said, sir, we require a person who is having a basic knowledge of maritime, and who can help us in the compliance and regulatory frameworks. As we have been listed into the BSc and NSC, we would require that kind of a student. Then again, I have to set the same thing, that next year you can come down. And of course, such kind of incidents have been making me much more confident enough that there will be requirement of such a students who is able to have the skill set of a multidisciplinary, which is basically CS, your legal side, and the management side. If you talk of of our programs which we have been running since last 6 years, 5 years, the LLM and MBA programs, if you see the placement ratio of the earlier scenarios, we had for LLM over the batches since 2019, which we have started off, till the 2025 and the 2026 batch which has been passed out. overall our 73 to 80% of our students have been placed. The students ratio of that is the remaining 15 to 20% of the students, they usually on the legal side, the LLM side, they opt for self practicing. Our MBA ratio has been 100% placement. The students recently, the students of 2026 batch which has passed out, almost 100% of the students have got placed. There are 2 3 students who are pending just because of their locational constraint. It is pending, and we are expecting that maybe by September end or maybe September mid the students would get placed. The average salary in our MBA and LLM has been hovering around 4.5 to 5 lakhs. The maximum salary, of course, our students have been placed internationally also, and with a maximum salary of 13 LPA, 14 LPA, the students have been placed. The domestic maximum salary has been hovering around 10 LPA, and as it's shown on the screen, the students have been placed, and interns, our students have been regularly going for internships between the 2 semesters. We of course, for MBA we have a compulsory internship. After the second semester is getting over, the student goes for internship. So we have lots of companies who have been coming down for the internships also and for the placements also. If you have any specific questions related to the internships and placements, yes, or if you are having any questions, the forum would be open. Over to you, Simran.
Thank you, sir, for sharing these valuable insights about placement and career opportunities to our prospective students. We now arrive at the most interactive and important segment of today's open house, the question and answer session. We invite all our participants, all our dignitaries and faculty members to be there and answer the queries. The participants can mention their question in the chat box as well as they can unmute themselves.
Good evening, sir. Sir, myself Harshpatira. I'm studying in NMIMS Indore, and I'm in second year BBLLB. I have a question that I'm in second year BBLLB plus I'm pursuing CS. My CS would be completed by the end of third year, and I am interested in going towards maritime law. Sir. Then, what would be the advice regarding LLM or how to land internships in the forums you mentioned?
Uh, your specific your question is related to the internships, right?
Yes, sir. Internships and the upcoming opportunities for the curriculum I have regarding maritime law.
Firstly, related to the MBA program, MBA in Maritime Regulation and Compliance Management. As it's an MBA program, so the graduation is compulsory to get involved, or the basic eligibility is graduation. Related to the maritime law, or if you are having an interest into the legal side, the legal aspects of the maritime sector, then once your BBLLB, once your LLB is getting over, you can get enrolled into LLM program. So we have a plethora of programs that we run for various students. On one hand, we have.
Sir, let's not talk about the other programs here. We'll have a separate.
Okay, okay.
Yes. Do we have any other question? I hope that is answered. Any other question from any student?
Good evening, sir. I am a final year student. I'm doing English honors from Delhi University. So basically, I want to know that is this course beneficial when we do post graduation just after we finish our third year, or is it beneficial once we finish our 21 months training? Because as you said that while targeting internships and other placements, the companies target a blend of like all the qualities which you mentioned. So basically, I wanted to know that what is exact time when we should think about this course.
uh, the kind of experience and the kind of what I have seen in the previous batches, I would rather suggest that once your graduation is completed, you can jump into this. And as your first and second semester will be having a basic hint towards the industry, the basic hint towards the legality. And once your first and second semester are getting over, you can go ahead with the internship program, and simultaneously you can also go ahead with your CS internship program also, which is basically mandatory from your end. And afterwards, once that is getting over, you would be having a greater perspective onto the final placement side. That's what my understanding would be. But the CS, I think so, if the sir and madam is there, they can give some better insights into it.
Sir, I also agree with you. The sooner that you jump into this is better.
Good evening, sir. Sir, my question is regarding what is the fee structure of this GMU Maritime.
uh,
Yes, the fee structure is available on the website. It's somewhere around, I think, 1,80,000, sir. I think
1,80,000 per annum.
1,80,000 per annum. Yes.
1,80,000 per annum. uh,
Detailed breakup is available on the university website and also in the notification. It is very much evident there.
Okay, thanks.
Uh, Dr. Abhay, there is a query in the chat box. Can you please see that?
Where one can see it's 5-10 years down the line, the highest post. I don't understand the question, sir. Chirag sir, do you understand the question?
uh, Actually, it's a common tendency from the student side ki after 10 years where which position I would be at. That is your thought process. That is your how well you are absorbed into the industry, or how well you get into the industry. It completely depends upon that. My students, the first batch students, they have been earning 25 30 lakhs, 40 lakhs per annum. There are certain students who have been getting couple of promotions into the same year, in the same year itself. And simultaneously, there are a couple of students who have just reached their middle level of after 6 7 years of industry experience. It completely depends upon how you have been doing into the industry. So basically, rather, I would just inform you that if you are doing exceptionally well into the industry, uh, after 10 years down the line, you can become VP or GM, general manager, or maybe about that.
So the students can feel free to unmute themselves and ask their questions, or they can write in the chat box as well.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, please go
My
ahead.
name is Surjanarayan Korai. I just completed my BCom graduation from the affiliated college of Calcutta University. Um, so my question is, how this program helps me? Like, is this the right time if I join this program, or maybe Yeah, I have to completed my CS executive. After that, I can join.
The eligibility is for this program this year is that you have to clear the executive and then you can join for this particular course. So as sir has already pointed out, Chirag sir has already pointed out, it's sooner the better that you understand the nuances of this sector, and then you can take the expertise further in the job scenario. So the best advice that we can give you is the sooner that you enter into the sector will take you ahead of those people who are still thinking about doing it. I hope that addresses it.
Okay.
Abhay sir?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so the eligibility as per the prospectus is students should be registered in the executive program, right?
Registered in the executive.
Yeah. So you can clear the exams of the CS executive simultaneously pursuing this course. Eligibility is you should be a graduate and a registered student of the CS executive course. I hope
Is this
it is
a
clear, Suryanarayan.
yes, ma'am? Is this a residential program or
No, it's not a residential program. We have another question. Which is better? So it depends upon what you want to do. If you want to practice in the court of law, if you want to have a regular, legal practice, you go with the law degree. So it's basically what you want to achieve in life, and accordingly you can decide as to what exactly you should go with. Yeah, all are maritime sites, so that's basically up to you to decide where your interest primarily lays. Yes, Mr. Sanjay, please go ahead.
Yes, Sanjay, you can ask your question.
So there is Ashman who's asking what documents are required at the time of document verification. So it's graduation degree, your the registration document issued by the ICSI, and your 10th certificate. So your basic ID proof, then your Aadhaar card. So all the basic documentation. Does the candidate graduate in distance mode are also eligible? Sir, I don't think distance mode is eligible.
No. It's not eligible.
Yeah, Abhay sir and Chirag sir, I think the eligibility is a graduate, right? So whichever mode the graduation is complete, the student would be eligible?
No, ma'am. As per UGC, that
As
is
per
not
the
permissible.
as per the UGC norms, the basic graduation has to be a full-time graduation. If it's, say, for example, if it's a IGNOU MBA, if it's a
Then
IGNOU
yes.
graduation, then it has to be a full-time, not a, means it has to be
A regular.
three, 3 years of graduation. There are certain clause of it, ma'am.
Okay, so if a student is qualified from DU School of Open Learning SOL, then
NIOS is applicable, ma'am.
NIOS is open schooling.
NIOS is okay. They are accepting
Okay.
NIOS. Say, for example, if a student is graduated from Nursimunji BCom, if it's a part time, then that is not allowed, ma'am. IGNOU is allowed, NIOS is allowed. It should be a 3 years program.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
So that's what he's asking, sir. If a student has done 3 year distant mode,
Then he would be eligible.
so yeah, in that situation, again depending upon the documentation, you will be eligible.
Depends upon the documentation. You can just forward us the documentation, the
On the
graduation
email.
mark sheet, the degree certificate. We will let you know that you are eligible or not, depending upon the UGC criterias.
Simran, can you drop down the admissions email ID on the chat
Yes.
box?
Yes, sir.
Abhay sir, there is one more query in the chat box, Miss Manisha Patira,
Yes.
regarding her son, please, if you can
Yes,
take it.
yes, ma'am. Actually, we have already answered this. That's why
All
she
right, all right.
wants to
Okay.
know
Yeah.
whether which program
Yes,
is
yes.
better, LLB or MBA. So again, it's
Mhm.
basically depend upon their interest. They can feel free to choose either of them.
Yeah.
What they want to do in the career, that is majorly if they want to practice in the court of law, or if they want to work in a company, or if they want to work in a law firm. It's particularly selective. Depends upon what is the career goal. Yeah. So, Mr. Ayushman, you can send your documentation on the email ID which is given, and we'll be happy to check the eligibility, whether you're eligible or not, and you can